Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
time to bring the bass bird.
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
They're on the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Three. Check. SOS.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He gets it to Humphries. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Check, crunch, topper.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down run with Lewis. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming up to you.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. He's got Evans. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
He's crazy.
Winston now from the 50. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill. Three.
A first down carry for Henry. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now it's Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, watch it.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Big stop, let's go.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for
Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
Tight dog. Kill. Recon, 132 fighter. One. Watch the whip.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Mariota. Out to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Check.
To throw is Winston. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On play action, Winston. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And a nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? After the penalty, it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Mariota. He's got Lewis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Let's go. Pursue it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. you know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 99. Check 99. Switch.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Winston now to throw on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and it's second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
You got three down. 49.
On third down, Winston. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
17-yard line.
Money, blue money.
On second and 11 now. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Wait.
Jameis to throw it. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Here's Winston. Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. We ain't giving them nothing. Let's go.
They go play action. Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. And Gay knocks this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
Oh, definitely a little bit of disappointment there, because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Throwing, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
It's a gain of 7.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready. White 25. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Wait. Wide, get wide. Check 3. Easy.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. Blue ready. 49 to Mike. I don't think you got it, Ted. Spine. Leg. Under 10. 10.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Being chased out left. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big run there by Henry. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Motion. One. Check.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
Motion. High five. Come off the ball. Where are they, team? Watch twits.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Shaquille Barrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Succa, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Hey. You got three. Three down. Let's go.
Now Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
49 to Mike. Easy. 49 to Mike. Watch the Hey.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, Winston. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A 1st down throw for Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Caught by Jones. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Steps away to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, Winston. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
65. Quick edge.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal, Winston. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Winston to throw for it on 4. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here? Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 79 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At their 8-yard line.
Mariota here to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Wait.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Jameis now on 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A second down throw for Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Off the play fake, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. First down, Winston. And that's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again with Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the red zone now, Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Following the interception here, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. It's caught. Humphreys. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You don't want none. Motion. My five. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. One.
Throwing here, Mariota. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together. Got a spark.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me what you want.